Hi, hello, and how are you? How are you? How are you? Hi, hello, and how are you? How are you today? Welcome to Storytime with Miss Sam. Today we are reading books about Earth Day and our planet Earth because today is Earth Day. Or Earth Days this week. I can't remember which. But we're going to read books about Earth Day because it's really important. Earth is the planet we live on, and it's the only one we have, and it's our responsibility to take care of it. So I'm going to read a few books so we can get to know our planet Earth, and so we can learn about the things we love. Alright, my first book, though, is about the digger and the flower. I know some of you out there love trucks, love diggers, and love machines. I know some of you out there love flowers. So here's a book about both. It was morning and the big trucks were ready to work. Here they all are. Let's hoist, said Crane. Let's push, said Dozer. And let's dig, said Digger. Together they built tall buildings for working. There they are. And they built roads for driving and bridges for crossing. Man, they're working hard. They built and built and built until the loud whistle blew. And I'm beat, said Crane. Me too, said Dozer. And the other big trucks took a break, but Digger did not. There's Digger over here. What's he have? He had found something in the rubble. Hello there, he said. And the flower was tiny, but it was beautiful. Every day, while the other big trucks built, Digger visited the flower. He watered it when its leaves looked a little dry, and he shielded it on windy days. And just before he switched off for the night, Digger sang the flower a bedtime song. Oh, how sweet. The flower grew, but the city grew too. Soon every space had been filled. Every space but one. I think it's where the flower's at. We need to put a building here, said Crane. Dozer started his engine. Vroom. And before Digger could stop him, Dozer blew a big puff of smoke and cut the flower down. Oh, no. Then the other big trucks went back to work, but Digger did not. There he is with his flower. When the smoke cleared, Digger saw something in the rubble. Little seeds. Earlier this month we talked about seeds, he said. He scooped them up and he drove. Here he's going, he's driving away. He drove past the tall buildings, past the furthest house on the farthest street. He drove to a place no big truck had ever been. Look, it's all the way out here. There, Digger stopped, and he dug and he scooped and tucked the seeds into the warm earth. Every day, Digger cared for the seeds. He watered them when their leaves looked dry, and he shielded them on windy days. And just before he switched off for the night, Digger sang the flowers a bedtime song. How sweet. Look, there are all these flowers growing outside of the city. The end. So that is something that I love about this book, is that Digger really cares about the flowers and the earth outside of cities. So our next book is called My Friend Earth. so we can learn a little bit more about what our friend Earth does. There are a ton of awesome things. Let's see here. Ooh, that looks like my friend Earth. My friend Earth wakes up from a winter nap. Might be happening now. Winter just ended. She hears the busy spring sounds. The farmer's hoe tap, tap, tapping in the garden. The caws of crows. She sees the silent seed, the spider spinning silver, and the robin in the rings. And the long-winged albatross crossing the sea. The mole tunneling in the dark. And she guides the chimpanzee to her night nest. And the zebra baby to find his mother. Oh, look! In the hundreds of black and white striped mothers. She tends to the prairie where the sun-dappled wild horses run through the grasses that swish against their legs. The tundra where the deer graze for moss, and the glistening ice where the young polar bear pads on mittened feet. Oh, look. She guards all the creatures in all the oceans. The black manta rays sleek like shadows, the shining parrotfish, and the tiny krill who swim with millions of other krill to look big. And the whales are big whales. My friend Earth pours the summer rain to fill streams, flowing down the mountains, through the fields to the rivers and to the sea. Sometimes she pours too much rain, flooding towns and meadows and roads until she dries the land out back again. Sometimes she blows fierce autumn winds, whoosh, sweeping the limbs of trees and shingles from the roofs of barns, until she stills the wind. So red and orange and yellow leaves float to the ground. You ever seen that in fall? And when cold comes again, my friend Earth sprinkles snow, whisper silent, covering the dens where the baby black bears are born in soft darkness, drifting over the icy pond where the turtle sleeps in mud, settling into the empty nests of birds. Under the white, the silent seed is cradled in the dark earth soil, watching. Look, we've got a big old pile of everyone sleeping in winter. Waiting to fly up again in the warm, bright sun of spring. Look, that's where we're at now. The end. And that's about our friend Earth and what she does for all of us, every creature on Earth, and how she takes care of everyone. All right, we have a felt board about earthworms, and it's really fun, so come join me. Hi everyone, this is a felt board called Herman the Worm, and it's really fun. So we've got two sounds we make, and we've got hand motions. And one of our sounds is smacking our lips because we're chewing our bubble gum, so we go. And then we have our yo-yo, which goes woo, woo. And then we have our hands, which have to show how big Herman is. All right, and I'm super excited doing this, so let's get started. I was sitting on my front porch chewing my bubble gum, playing with my yo-yo, woo, woo, when along came Herman the Worm, and he was this big. Let's see. And I said, Herman, what happened? And he said, I ate an ant. And then I was sitting on my front porch chewing my bubble gum, playing with my yo-yo, woo, woo, when along came Herman the Worm, and he was this big. Here he is. And I said, Herman, what happened? And he said, I ate a chicken. I was sitting on my front porch chewing my bubble gum, playing with my yo-yo, woo, woo, when along came Herman the Worm again. And I said, Herman, what happened? He was this big. And he said, I don't know, he's this big. He said, I ate a cow. A whole cow? Oh my gosh. That's big. No. I was sitting on my front porch chewing my bubble gum, playing with my yo-yo, woo, woo, when along came Herman the Worm. And he was this big. I said, Herman, what happened? And he said, I ate an elephant. Oh my gosh, he ate an elephant. I was sitting on my front porch chewing my bubble gum, playing with my yo-yo, woo, woo, when along came Herman the Worm. And he was this big. That's tiny. And I said, Herman, what happened? And he said, oops, excuse me, I burped. All right, that's the end of it. He burped and he lost all of his size. Hope you enjoyed that. Now come join me for my last book. All right, welcome to our last book about Earth Day, and it's called Children of the Earth Remember, and it's a really sweet one with really cute pictures of animals. Children of the Earth. Somewhere in the deepest, blackest velvet of space, and there spins a brilliant blue world. That's our world. From afar, this world looks like a beautiful blue and white clouded marble. There it is. But the closer we get, the more colors we see. Reds and browns and yellows and all shades of green. It's kind of like my shirt I'm wearing. It's green. There are many worlds spinning through space, but this world is special. This is no ordinary world. There are animals on this world. Billions, billions of animals, and more animals than all the twinkling stars in the night sky. And all of these animals are the children of this world, for this world is their mother, kind of like we were talking about earlier with our friend Earth. And we call this world Mother Earth. The animals are not alone on Mother Earth. There are people living there too. Billions of people. And more people than all the twinkling stars in the night sky. And all of these people are the children of Mother Earth too. So the animals and the people and Mother Earth are all one big family. And the dolphins play, and the birds sing, and the deer dance, and the people live. And in the deepest black velvet of space spins the family of Mother Earth. Here's the Earth. And the animals remember. They remember Mother Earth before there were people. Oh, wow. Look at all of this. Are those dinosaurs? They remember how all the forests were thick and lush and green, how all the oceans and rivers and lakes were pure and crystal clear, and how the sky was such a bright, brilliant blue. Look how pretty it is in a rainbow. And the animals remember when they saw the first people. In the beginning, very few. But soon, more and more and more, until there were people everywhere on Earth. Still, there were more animals than people, and the people shared Earth with the animals. They remembered that the animals were their sisters and brothers, and they remembered that they were all part of one big family. And the animals and the people were the eyes, and the ears, and the heart of Earth. So when dolphins played, Mother Earth played. And when birds sang, Mother Earth sang. And when deer danced, Mother Earth danced. And when people loved, Mother Earth loved. Time passed and more people were born. More and more and more people until finally there were more people than animals. And the people forgot. You ever forgotten something? They forgot to share Earth's land and water and sky with the animals. Oh no. And they forgot that the animals were their sisters and brothers. They forgot that they were all part of one big family of Earth. The people forgot, but the animals remembered. And they knew they would have to remind the people. So every day our sisters and brothers remind us. And when dolphins play, people remember. And when birds sing, people remember. And when deer dance, people remember. And when people remember, they love. The end. And so that's a reminder to look outside and see the dolphins dancing and the deer dancing, and just remember to love. All right, I hope you guys had a wonderful time with my Earth Day story time, and I can't wait to see you next week. Bye.